Okay, let's go.
Jazzy Joe's Autograph Adventures.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Jazzy Joe's Autograph Adventures, India's very first web series where I show you top 10 autographs from top 10 celebrities based on a different theme in every episode. As you can see, this time it's a bit different, right? Yes, there are three reasons. One, this is the 25th episode of this web series. The second is that it's Children's Day in India today. And the third is that today is the Festival of Lights in India, Diwali. So before we move on, I'd like to wish all of you a very happy and prosperous Diwali. Once again, before we begin, I'd also like to thank all of you so much for the great amount of love, support and feedback that you have given me for the last 24 episodes. All your support is greatly appreciated and it makes me want to show you many more autographs, many more records from many more celebrities from my collection. So, thank you. This time, we are celebrating three occasions, as I said before. Our 25th episode of this web series, Children's Day in India, and the Indian Festival of Lights, Diwali. As it is Children's Day, and as the younger generation is the light of hope for our future, this time we are talking about the top 10 next generation talented artists in my autograph collection. These are the famous young performers who have made their name all around the world and are on the way to become legends of the future. And our first young artist and his younger brother represent the 7th generation of a musical lineage known as the Senia Bangash School. I am talking about Aman Ali Khan. Aman Ali Bangash is the eldest son and disciple of the Sarod Maestro Amjad Ali Khan and grandson of Hafiz Ali Khan. He belongs to the 7th generation in an unbroken chain of the Senia Bangash School. He was initiated by his father into the fine art of Sarod playing and gave his first public performance at the age of 8. Aman's musical style is marked by its precision in tunefulness, bold and resonant strokes, along with tradition and continuity of Indian classical music. Aman's performances have evoked creditable applause. Today, Aman is considered one of the finest sarod players in the world and has obtained a very special place for himself among music enthusiasts across continents. In October 2002, Aman also received the Provoke Society's Young Achievers Award for performing. He is an inspiration for the younger generation of musicians, and he continues to enchant audiences with his virtuosity, sheer brilliance and charismatic stage presence. I met Aman Ali Khan a couple of times at his performances in Delhi. He does quite a few performances along with his father and his younger brother. And the CD that I'd like to show all of you is this one. It's a very special CD because it is an album called Veneration, dedicated to his grandfather Hafiz Ali Khan Sahab. And you can see that he has signed on the back cover of the CD. And as I said, it's a special CD and a rare one in my collection. Our next young maestro is the younger brother of Aman and is a master of Sarod like his brother and father. Yes friends, I am talking about Ayan Ali Khan. The younger son and disciple of the Sarod Maestro Amjad Ali Khan, Ayan stepped into the world of music and the Sarod at a very early age with confidence, clarity, consistency and technical mastery, all of which he learnt at his father's knees. Ayan gave his solo debut when he was 8 years old and has been performing concerts in India and abroad since then. He has also assisted his illustrious father at concerts all over the world. Over the years today, Ayan has carved out a special niche for himself in the world of music. Along with his many solo classical albums, Ayan has crossed the bridge between Indian music and a variety of genres with his electronica and lounge albums like Reincarnation, Truth, Mystic Dunes, Passion and Dreams. His approach, vision and versatility make him an icon for the youth in the music industry. His contribution in making the sarod a crossover instrument in a variety of genres has projected him as an artist of high repute. Now, I met Ayan also at a couple of shows in Delhi, especially with Aman. Normally they perform together along with their father also, the legendary Amjad Ali Khan Saab. And the CD that I would like to show all of you is again a very special one. It is this one. His album Sonata, and it has him performing the Alap, Jhor and Jala and other tracks. The tabla is by Sandeep Das, and you can see he is signed in the front. Again, a very special CD in my collection. Our next artist in my collection comes from a family steeped in the tradition of Jammu and Kashmir, and his father and grandfather are both santoor maestros. Yes, I am talking about Rahul Sharma. Rahul Sharma is a music director and Indian classical santoor player, much like his legendary father Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma. Having learned from his father, Rahul has taken the santoor into world music with various collaborations including Namaste India. Rahul and American saxophonist Kenny G's album reached number 2 on the Billboard World Charts, and Rahul also collaborated with Grammy-winning electronica group Deep Forest on 10 tracks which combined Indian folk and santoor with electronica. Rahul Sharma has been awarded the Sangeet Natak Academy Award and has released several CDs, some solo and some with his father. He has collaborated with international musicians such as pianist Richard Clayderman, keyboardist Casey Lord, Zakir Hussain, John McLaughlin, Mickey Hart, George Harrison and many others. He also provided the music for the Hindi feature film Mujhse Dosti Karoge, for which he received the award in the Best Debut Music Director category at the 2002 Zee Bollywood Music Awards. I met Rahul Sharma also in Delhi when he was here for a performance, and it was great to meet him because he was so happy on seeing the record of his album, The Confluence, and that is the record that I want to show you. This was his album, The Confluence, piano and santoor, and you can see it was with Richard Clayderman, and a very, very famous album, and you can see the tracks at the back. 7 tracks in the record, and he has signed in the front writing to Jazzy, best wishes, Rahul Sharma. Our next young artist is an Indian slide guitar player. He is the son of the fellow slide player and Grammy Award winner Padma Shri Vishwamohan Bhatt Saab. Yes, I am talking about Salil Bhatt. Creator of the Satvik Veena and heir to a 500-year musical legacy, Salil Bhatt represents the dynamic face of the new age Indian musician. Being hailed as the global Indian musician, Salil has done it all. From solo concerts and international collaboration to exotic jugalbandis and global fusions, Salil has not only managed to marvel audiences in India but also has a big fan base all over the world. Salil represents the 10th generation of the famous Bhatt lineage, where music has been flowing for more than 500 years. His style incorporates the authentic and systematic exposition of classical Indian ragas and the embellishments of the world music as well. Salil reflects the dynamic style of rendering the classical nuances on the Satvik Veena in his concerts. Trained by his mentor Pandit Vishwamohan Bhatt, Salil follows the classical Indian raga authenticity to its strictest norms and creates the purest picture of every raga he plays. I've met Salil Bhatt ji quite a few times because he performs in Delhi quite often as well as around the world, and it's always great to meet him because he's so down to earth and he loves autographing on his CD covers. But what I want to show you today is a bit different. I have his autographs on his CD covers, but this is a very, very special item that I want to show you. It is this particular magazine on which you can see his autographs. He has signed along with his father, Pandit Vishwamohan Bharji, the Grammy Award winner. And why this item is special? Because it's an annual magazine of Tarana Art and Music, and this is an item that you cannot buy in the market. It is a magazine that was released on the annual day, and that's what makes it so special. And you can see that Salil Bharji has signed on the front cover along with Vishwamohan Bharji. A very, very special item in my autograph collection. Our next young artist is an Indian flautist who plays the bansuri, an Indian bamboo flute. He is the nephew of legendary Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia ji and was awarded Indian of the Year 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, Rakesh Chaurasia. Amongst the promising musicians of the second generation, Rakesh has carved a niche for himself as an accomplished flautist. Incorporating the tradition of his renowned uncle and infusing his personal style, he has evolved a style which, while maintaining the purity of the flute, manages to capture the attention of the young listeners too. Rakesh's forte is in blending his flute without really losing its identity in mixed instruments concerts. Rakesh has already globe-trotted many times over, enthralling audiences at concerts all around the world. He is an accomplished studio musician, having recorded with most of the leading stalwarts of the Indian film industry. He received the Indian Music Academy Award presented by the Honorable President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam in 2007, the Aditya Birla Kala Kiran Puraskar in 2008, the Guru Shishya Award in 2011, IVAP Pandit Jasraj Sangeet Ratna Award in 2013, and also the Panna Lal Ghosh Puraskar in 2013. It was a pleasure to watch Rakesh Chaurasia ji at one of his concerts in Delhi, and that's where I met him and got a few items signed by him, including some CD covers and some photographs. The item I would like to show all of you with his autograph is this photo. A beautiful, beautiful picture. I think this is one of his best pictures when you look at the color composition, and he has autographed the photo for me. A very, very special photo in my autograph collection. Next is a young artist who has made a fantastic debut in the Indian film scene with the movie Tare Zameen Par and seems destined for much more. Ladies and gentlemen, the young and restless Darshil Safari. Darshil Safari is an Indian television and film actor. Safari made his film debut with the leading role of a student with a learning disorder in Amir Khan's directorial debut, the critically acclaimed drama Tare Zameen Par in 2007, for which he won the Filmfare Critics Award for Best Actor. Safari was discovered by a scriptwriter and creative director Amol Gupte in late 2006 when he was looking for a male lead for Tare Zameen Par. After going through hundreds of auditions, Gupte found Safari at Shamak Dabar's dancing school Summer Funk. In choosing Safari, Gupte had a number of boys audition for a scene in which they would informally describe how they would bunk school after being given a few scenarios. Safari's performance as a struggling dyslexic child was praised by film critics, and he won several awards for his performance. In an interview, Safari stated that his career plans may include singing, dancing, becoming a businessman, or a jewelry designer. And I met Darshil Safari at his residence in Mumbai. I got his number, I found out his number, and I called him and I told him that I have the record of Tare Zameen Par and a couple of photographs, and I wanted him to autograph it. Would he do so? He said, yes, sure. Are you in Mumbai? I said, no, I'm in Delhi, but I'm traveling to Mumbai next week. So he said, yeah, let's meet. And I met him, and got the items autographed. But the record that I want to show you is the same one, his super hit movie Tare Zameen Par. Here is the LP of the record, and it's a beautiful record, and you can see it has a gatefold with a beautiful photograph of Aamir Khan and Darshil inside, and the songs are at the back. Wonderful soundtrack, very popular songs. The lyrics were by Prasun Joshi and the music was by Shankar Ehsaan Loy. And you can see he is signed in the front, and there is also another autograph that is of Prasun Joshi ji, and Darshil has signed writing "Loads of love, keep smiling, Darshil Safari." And our next artist is a talent powerhouse. With an uncle like the legendary Van Shipley, someone was bound to carry forward the guitar legacy. And what a fantastic singer, music composer and guitarist. Friends, I am talking about Valentine Shipley, or as known to friends, Val. Valentine Shipley has been a musician, singer, songwriter and performer, along with being a traveler, photographer, social activist and a wandering mystic. And all his friends call him the blues man because of his obsession with the blues. Apart from Van Shipley's influence, his guitar gurus are Mark Knopfler, Eric Clapton, J.J. Cale, Santana, Richie Blackmore and Dave Gilmour, among others. He loves the mountains and loves sage poet Kabir's poetry. He also has 5 guitar instrumental albums released on Times Music. His debut singing solo album was called The Wandering Mystic, and he has also played Jagjit Singh's ghazals on the guitar. Passionate about the guitar just like Van, he is destined for much more music in the times to come. Now Valentine, I've been meeting on and off because he is, normally based in Delhi, and he performs a lot, does a lot of performances, and it's always a pleasure to go and watch him perform. And I asked him for some autographs, and he gave me quite a few photographs, and especially what I want to show you is his autograph on a toy guitar, on a small guitar. You can see it's a very special guitar, and he has autographed on the front and on the back. And again, it's a very unusual thing to have in my autograph collection. But when you talk about Van Shipley and Val Shipley, what else can you get their autograph on but a toy guitar? And Valentine sent me a video. Here it is, check it out.
Hello friends, greetings to you from All Saints Cathedral, Nagpur, this gorgeous cathedral which is over 200 years old. It has a lot of history, like our country which has a lot of history. It's been an incredible musical journey, and I've shared with Joe some of my photographs that have been personally, he sent it to me so I could autograph it and send it back, including one small guitar. And I would like to take this opportunity, ye time, especially during the Festival of Lights, to wish all of you a very happy Diwali. Ek baar, again, thank you so much for all your love for my music. आप लोग मेरे को follow कर सकते हैं from on my various social media handles on Facebook, Instagram पे Val Shipley के नाम से, Twitter पे, YouTube पे videos हैं, and through Joe's program. Jazzy brother, wish you all the best. You are doing awesome work. God bless you. Thank you.
Wow, that's a great video. Thank you so much, Val. Thank you so much. It's so great to get such a video from you with your warm wishes. It's amazing. Thank you so much. And our journey continues with our next young singer who has not only won musical contests on Indian television, but he has also entered the Bollywood scene with his melodious voice. Yes, I am talking about the young talented Salman Ali. Salman Ali is an Indian singer and was the winner of the 10th season of Indian Idol. He was also the first runner-up of Saregama Little Champs 2011. Besides Indian Idol, Salman lent his voice for the theme song of the Indian television series Chandragupta Maurya, airing on Sony TV. In 2019, he made his debut as a playback singer in Jai Ho for Satellite Shankar and in Avara for Dabang 3. He was also featured on a few episodes of Jamming, a music show which airs on Sony TV, where he performed alongside music duo Salim Suleiman among others. Salman also recorded a small segment in the song Sab Badhiya Hai, a promotional song for the movie Sui Dhaga. The music director of this song was Anu Malik, who was also a judge on Indian Idol. Along with his other musical projects, Salman is today busy performing for live concerts all around the world. I met Salman Ali at the international airport in Delhi. He was on the way to Dubai for a performance, for a show, and I got to know he'll be at the airport, and I contacted his manager, Chocolate, and I was lucky enough to meet him there and get his autographs. And the photograph that I want to show you with his special autograph is this one. You can see it's a photo of him with his award, and he has signed on it writing Salman. Our next artist is another new age singer from India who is also a great friend of Salman and who is making waves all around the world. Friends, I am talking about Nitin Kumar. Nitin Kumar is a singer from Himachal Pradesh, Chintpurni. Nitin Kumar started singing because of his father. Nitin was just 5 years of age when he started going to the temple with his father, and Nitin used to sing bhajans in temples with his father. He is a big devotee and used to spend his whole day in the temple. In 2011, Nitin was selected for Zee TV's program Saregamapa Little Champs when he was just 14 years old. He was the first runner-up during Saregamapa Little Champs. In 2018, once again, he appeared on national TV and got selected for Indian Idol 10. During auditions of Indian Idol, he impressed all the 3 judges, including Anu Malik. Nitin has lent his voice for Nazare and Beete Nahi Rehna in the movie Raja Abrodia, and also sung Tere Naal Bitaye for the Punjabi movie Kache Dhage. Nitin Kumar usually sings Sufi songs and has the ability to turn simple songs to the classical one. And I met Nitin Kumar also at the international airport in Delhi. In fact, Salman and Nitin were together that night and they were flying to Dubai for a performance. And the photograph that I want to show you with Nitin's autograph is this one. Once again, you can see it's a very colorful photograph, and Nitin Kumar is dressed in his signature style, and he has autographed this colorful photo, a very special part of my collection. And we have saved the best for last. Our final popular next generation artist in this episode can easily be guessed, as she has 6 Grammy nominations and is the daughter of the legendary Ravi Shankar ji. Yes, I think you have all guessed that I am talking about Anushka Shankar. Anushka Shankar is a British Indian sitar player and composer who began training on the sitar with her father Ravi Shankar at the age of 7. As part of her training, she began accompanying him on the tanpura at his performances from the age of 10, soaking up the music and becoming used to the stage. She gave her first public sitar performance at the age of 13 at Siri Fort in New Delhi as part of her father's 75th birthday celebration concert. By the age of 14, she was accompanying her father at concerts all around the world. Her dynamic and spiritual musicality has garnered several prestigious accolades, including 6 Grammy Award nominations, recognition as the youngest and first female recipient of a British House of Commons Shield, credit as an Asian Hero by Time Magazine, 2 Eastern Eye Awards for Music and a Songline's Best Artist Award. Anushka has also the notable honor of becoming the first Indian musician to perform live at the Grammy Awards. I met Anushka when she had come to Delhi for a performance, and I knew the hotel where she was staying, so I went there and I waited in the lobby. Yes, sometimes autograph collectors do have to wait in hotel lobbies and other places for hours, as some of my autograph collector friends will agree, and she came down and I showed her the CD covers and a record cover I had, and she was so happy on seeing the vinyl record of her album with someone in Delhi, India, and she happily signed on all of them. And the record cover I want to show you with her autograph is this one. This is her album Land of Gold, and you can see at the back the tracks are there, 10 tracks in this album, and a lovely photograph at the back, a partial face in a mirror held by a hand, but she has signed on the front of the cover and she has written, "To Joe, Anushka." And as you can see, the autograph has a little smudge behind it. Now there's a story behind it. When she started signing, suddenly her hand touched the autograph and the autograph got smudged. She didn't hand the record back to me, but she said, "Let me sign again." And she signed over the smudge to make sure that I get a beautiful autograph. And you can see that she has written, "To Joe, Anushka," and she has put a smiley face on the cover. A very, very special memory for me and a special record in my autograph collection. And now we come to the end of this episode featuring autographs of next generation's talented artists in my collection. With this episode, we have completed 25 episodes. So about 250 artists and 250 autographs displayed so far. Also, wishing you all a very happy Children's Day. May the child in you be always inquisitive, healthy and full of joy. Also, wishing you all a very, very happy and prosperous Diwali, the Indian festival of lights, which symbolizes the spiritual victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and knowledge over ignorance. I hope all of you enjoyed the autographs and the information. And if you did, please subscribe to this channel and like and share this video so that I can make many, many more videos like this one for you. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more. You can also send any questions, suggestions or feedback to this email, jazzyautographs@yahoo.com. To all my autograph collector friends, happy collecting, and to everyone else watching, thank you so much and hope to see you soon in the next episode with 10 more autographs from 10 more celebrities based on a theme. Once again, a happy Children's Day and a very, very happy and prosperous Diwali to everyone. And till the next episode, take care and all the best. Hi everyone, this is me, Jazzy J.O.E., wishing everyone a very happy and prosperous Diwali.